Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro. What's good, y'all? Though. Wait, is my? I hope my mic is on. It did. Let me see. I'm gonna test right now. Hold on. Okay, yeah, it's on. I had to make sure the little thing wasn't moving. But, anyways, man, we here with episode 10. Let me take this hoodie off. We're here at episode 10 of the Will Spill podcast. Man, we made it to 10 episodes, man. I can't believe it. I might even, do something special. Throw a little what's it called? Applause sound effect in here. I don't know. I really need to get better at my editing skills. But obviously I'm not gonna be elite until later, so that's just something I gotta get better at. But what was I finna say? Oh yeah, I'm 10 episodes in and I still don't know if my mic be muted or not. That's just crazy to me. But yeah, man. We out here just doing it. We chilling. Um Actually, my mom had pointed this out to me. My last episode, it said because I had to break. Obviously, I took a break, so I had to stop the clip. But when I did it and I edited it, I guess I put the same clip in twice. So I said I'll be right back in the clip, and then it restarts from the beginning of the podcast. So I haven't taken it down yet, but I'm going to, and I'm gonna re-upload that as well as I'm gonna start putting clips back out of the episodes. Because I feel like that's how I'm gonna get exposure. People are gonna start checking me out and go watching the YouTube and stuff, and the spot and listening on Spotify. So we're gonna get that going. Anyways, let's just hop right up into this, man. I hope y'all been having a great week. Last week was spring break for me. So I mean technically this whole semester has been spring break because all my classes have been online. So it don't really feel like nothing. I just really wake up, go to practice, um, come home, do homework, watch basketball, or go to work. So I'm chilling, having a good life, man. So I can't really complain. But let's hop straight up into this, man. These week's topics. Oh my goodness. If you haven't heard, which I'd be really shocked. The only way you haven't heard is if you're not really into like the sports world, I guess. But even then, like you would know this because it's like two of the top names, not just in sports, but just in media in general. Like LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith, they're having like this little debate, and it started, I believe, like 2 weeks ago now, where Stephen A. on his show First Take on ESPN, he was like criticizing Bronny James and stuff, saying like he's only in the league because LeBron's his father. He's not really a good player, which is honestly a terrible take because Bronny was hooping before he said this. Like obviously he's playing in the G League, but Bronny's been playing good in the G League, which is good because they're still great players, and he's just developing down there, so he doesn't really have to worry about being elite. And in his game where he played in the NBA against the Bucks, he dropped 18 points in 30 minutes. So that's not too bad for a second round pick. But anyways, LeBron eventually, like a couple days later, or I can't remember if it was the next day or something, but he pretty much pressed Stephen A. Smith in the middle of a basketball game. Like it wasn't before the game, after the game. It was in the fourth quarter and the game was close. And he went up to Stephen A. Smith and just pressed him. And obviously the cameras was out and they recording everything. And then Stephen A. Smith, he went back on First Take, like all apologetic or like just, calm, because he's on TV, ESPN, just saying like, oh, look, I didn't expect him to do that, whatever. But then he goes on Gilbert Arenas' podcast and in his own personal podcast and starts talking mess about LeBron. So it's kind of weird, but LeBron is petty. LeBron is petty. He was on the Pat McAfee show talking trash. And recently he literally on his Instagram, he posted a video of Stephen A. Smith boxing. And if you haven't seen the video, I would definitely suggest go watching it. Okay, I could pull it up. Actually, nah, I'm not going to do that. Because I don't know. Maybe for some reason I feel like that's copyright. Is that really copyright? I guess not because LeBron posted. Let me see. Man, let's go on Instagram, bro. See, I've never done the share screen feature before, so this is going to be new for me. Whoa. Oh, wait, I'm dumb. Hold on. I'm on Chrome. I can't. I was like confused why I had to log in. I don't know my password by heart. Is that like a thing? While I'm doing this, is that like a thing that y'all go through as well? Like, we in a generation where your phone and stuff just saves passwords so you don't remember stuff no more. And you just kind of be, I don't know what I'm talking about right now. All right, let's go LeBron James Instagram. I'm on my podcast page looking this up. Hopefully it's still up. Nah, he wouldn't be the type of person to take it down. If it loads. Oh, it's still up. All right, bet I'm going to share my screen. Oh my gosh, bro. My fault, y'all. I got to bro. My fault, y'all. I have to like, bro. Just share the screen. Oh, I can only do it on Google. Oh my gosh, this is so embarrassing, bro. This is so embarrassing. I'm like delaying the podcast. I was gonna share my screen because unlike Zoom, you could just share your screen and I don't know my password and stuff, bro. Is I gonna do it because it's on Safari, bro? Why can't I just share my screen, bro? Like normally. Oh, bet. I want to just share my entire screen. Can I do that? Open system preferences. Wait, what? I'm over here delaying the episode because I just want to show this clip, bro. It's not even there for you. Y'all can just go look up LeBron James's account and find the clip. To share your screen, allow screen recording for Chrome and system preferences. Then you'll need to restart Chrome. All right, man. This is dumb. All right. Anyways, though, pretty much just go watch it. It's funny. It's like 10-second clip, but it's just Stephen A. boxing. He just looks so dumb. But LeBron posted it on his main, like, and it's up there. I guess he's gonna keep it up there. But man, I just don't understand Stephen A. Smith hating on LeBron. He's only hating on him now because of all the recent stuff that's happening and everything. So it's kind of weird because there's no point of him. I mean, LeBron's doing the right thing. I do the same thing. I think any real father / parent would defend their child like this. And I never was really on the narrative that Bronny made the NBA because of his father. And people are going to be like, man, that's exactly the reason why. But he's actually a good player. And people, I got to forget, this man almost died like a year and a half ago. He had a heart attack, or not a heart attack. He had cardiac arrest. Heart attacks and cardiac arrest are two different things. But we're not going to get into that. He had cardiac arrest in the middle of practice. He could have died. So no one expects him, and no one expects him to just come in and just be elite again. Now, I will say this. I wish he would have went to like Ohio State or something instead of USC because, why would you go to a guard-heavy school as a point guard? But it doesn't really matter because he's still a good player. He can play really good on-ball defense. He has good IQ. I mean, his father's LeBron. He's going to have great basketball IQ. And he can shoot. That boy can shoot, bro. And as he's shown in the G League so far, he can create his own shot. He's getting shots off the dribble. And like I say, he's LeBron's son. His athleticism is through the roof. And but he's a little more sneaky. LeBron's 6'9", 200 something. So you're like, dang, when he's coming, he finna, slam it down or tough lip. LeBron's a little smaller and skinnier, but he still get up there and do some sneaky bounce, man. I've seen him catch a couple bodies or get up and finish some tough shots. So, but my thing is like with Stephen A, I don't know. This is what I actually am thinking about this right now. This is kind of fresh in my mind. But what's it called? I feel like he's now doing this and going exaggerated because he said something about like he started saying LeBron is not close to MJ. He's not close to Kobe. He's close to them. I don't think he's better than them, but he's close to them. I'm talking about better career wise. I think LeBron overall has the stats and everything, but the success and the championship and stuff, that's another story for another time. But I think Stephen A is doing this now just to boost himself. I mean, he's obviously when you think about media and sports, Stephen A is like him, Shannon Sharp, Bill Simmons for basketball, Shams. There's only a couple of people up there now on that echelon where it's like, all right, when you think about sports, you think about these people because they always talk about it. They're number one or whatever. So he's probably just trying to build his brand even more, get his name under. I mean, why not ride the wave? Whether you're the villain or the hero, you're still getting views, which that's what he wants. He's still getting publicity, which that's what he wants. So maybe he doesn't really mean it, but at the same time, with LeBron responding, I don't think it's a joke or anything. At least LeBron's not taking it as a joke. So, he might have a field day today, though. I didn't watch First Take this morning. He might have had a field day. Which you can't really have a field day because even though LeBron didn't score that much last night, he hit the game winner. So what can you really say? But man, this little back and forth debate between Stephen A and LeBron is hilarious. I think LeBron is obviously up, especially after posting. Imagine you just wake up in the morning or you're just chilling and you like someone hit you like, bro, you blowing up, and you're like, oh, I'm blowing up on social media. What's up? And then it's just a clip of you boxing. And I ain't gonna lie, a lot of people are not good at boxing and stuff. And like some clips of them, people look crazy. But this clip is horrendous. I ain't gonna lie, he just looks dumb. He looks very dumb. It looks like he's never ever punched in his life. He looks very stiff. Uh, but yeah, Stephen A versus LeBron. And let me know who y'all want to win. If they were, Stephen A said he would have beat up LeBron too. I saw this was Central, by the way. If you know basketball, you're on Twitter and stuff or Instagram. There's NBA Central, which is the main account that posts like NBA stuff, true facts. Then there's NBA Centel, which is like a I guess it's like a not. I was gonna say doppelganger account, but it's pretty much like that. It's just a fake account. It's not Central. It's Centel. They post like fake news and clips and stuff. But on Central, the main one, Stephen A. Smith said if they weren't on the basketball court, he would have punched LeBron, and I just find that to be so cap. He just put it on a stunt, but we'll see. I mean, if he bumps into LeBron again, and it's not it's not in front of cameras, hey. But LeBron wouldn't do that. He's got a family. He's got a wife, kids. Great career. He's signed by multiple millions of dollars in endorsements. He's a billionaire. So what's the point of risking that? And then we don't want to see no black on black violence, man. That's exactly what the people want to see. So let's not do that. You know what I'm saying? Let's be different. Anyways, though, let's get on to DDG, man. I talked about DDG. I don't think it was last week, but 2 weeks ago. He wasn't getting his baby and stuff. But hey, he's been moving. He might win new streamer of the year this year because he's going crazy, and he's actually doing this marathon right now. And before I get into this, let's just talk about how these streamers, whether it's them by themselves, which I know they're thinking about this too, but their teams that are helping them do this, very intelligent, very amazing, because their ideas are just cool, and it's just stuff that just works. The viewers would love to see this. So obviously DDG, not just a streamer, he's also a rapper. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't listen to DDG, but obviously he has songs that are bangers. You know what I'm saying? He got, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say he's trash because obviously the numbers and the views and the streams, they don't lie. You know what I'm saying? People will play DDG. But anyways, he's doing his marathon now, and it's called the Hitathon. And he's recording an album on his marathon stream. So he's recording music. He's hanging out with people on the stream. He's inviting rappers. Like I just saw the Baby was there, and I ain't gonna lie, they dropped some heat. Hey, people forget Prime the Baby. He was tearing the rap game up. He was doing it different. And a lot of people started saying he sounded the same. I never really was on that I never understood that, to be honest. Because let's be real, a lot of your favorite rappers sound the same. I think it was because he was using the same beats, same type beats. You know what I'm saying? But throughout the years, he's still dropped like singles or albums, and you can pick up certain songs and be like, okay, he still got it. So, and in this little thing clip that I saw him with DDG, I was like, oh, he still got it. The Baby's a vibe. He's a great rapper. So I have to give him that. But DDG and his Hitathon, very smart, very cool. This stream alone might put him on the echelon to win streamer of the year. Not saying that Kai won't get it because Kai's got bangers, but for sure DG is gonna get upcoming. Like, is it like newcomer streamer of the year or like upcoming streamer of the year? Something like it's like rookie of the year for sports. He's a new streamer. Although he's not a new streamer, but this is like a full year of him actually streaming and doing stuff. He on a tear. He doing his thing. I can't even lie to you. And I'm glad. The only thing I don't like, because obviously I was bringing it up 2 weeks ago with his kid and his girl, or ex-girl, I should say. It's just like, bruh, why you got all these women on here? He does a lot of women streams, and I'm just like, bro. I know that's what the views get. There's a lot of thirsty men out there that want to see women on stream. So, but it's just like, man, just stick with the hitathons, bruh. Just do you, because you go crazy. I don't know if him and Max are gonna collab on streams together. I don't even know if they like each other. Sometimes I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I don't know. And I'd be like, why don't these people collab? And then I find out why they don't collab, because they don't mess with each other. And I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that. You know what I'm saying? But that'd be cool. And I can't wait to hear this album. I mean, we're pretty much getting the album before it comes out. We're listening to it. So you can get the album. It's not like it's getting leaked because he's making sure you see it. So in hindsight, he's making double money. If you're thinking about this man's getting money from streams because he's getting gifted and people are watching the ad revenue and stuff like that. And he's hyping his album up because people are listening to it and be like, oh, this is fire. Then when he drops the album, which he might put in the album songs that we haven't even get to see on the stream. He might add songs that he already has made. We never know. So he's gonna get money from the stream and from his album sales. So I ain't gonna lie, the money moves are just spectacular to see. I gotta get in my bag like that. Speaking of music, I just watched this video like an hour ago before I started recording. I think I'm gonna give up listening to music for a little bit. And I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna be tough because I'm not gonna say I'm addicted. Well, yeah, I'll just say it. I'm addicted to music. I like music. When I warm up, I listen to music. When I'm just in the house chilling, I listen to music. I'm doing something, I'm listening to music. I'm driving, I'm listening to music. But I'm just gonna try to go without listening to music because in the video, the guy that I watched, his name is Malik D. Willis. If y'all don't know, follow his Instagram, follow his YouTube, his TikTok. He's a great guy. I'll probably put it in the description so y'all can check him out. He's a very great guy. But he's just saying, like, you know, those people, the artists, the musicians, they create art. And it is art. But he's saying like they did that on their own thoughts. You know, they didn't really they probably did listen to other music and stuff, but you know, they're just doing that without any distractions. And he's saying like music, although it's good to listen to, but while you're using it to listen or while you're using music to do other things, and he used the example of journaling, it kind of takes your mind away from the task that you're doing because you're focusing on the music. Your mind is listening to the music. It's hearing the beats. It's hearing the lyrics. It's, you know, you start moving a little bit. You start bopping like because you listen to a song you like. And it also doesn't affect too like music. You know, I listen to rap. I also listen to R&B and then old school hip hop, gospel, and country. But I listen to rap a lot. And it is true, like music influences how you live and what you do. So I'm not saying I'm out here killing people, but you know, you listen to rap music, you get hyped and aggressive. And I'm not saying I live an aggressive lifestyle, but you know, I'm just saying it has an influence and it could change your mind and certain things that you do or the way you act and carry yourself. So I want to see, I'm going to try to just go a week. So starting today is Thursday. So next Thursday, this track meet is going to be tough because I listen to music while warming up. So, but I'm just going to see like what my mind does or how I'm thinking when I'm not listening to music. Like, will I be more aware? Will I be brainstorming more? Will I be open? You know, I just want to see what happens, see if I really like it. And speaking of fasting and stuff, I'm still on Lent. And a little update on Lent. It's going well, you know. The first week, probably a week and a half, it was tough. You know, I was craving so many things. I'm on TikTok. I'm on social media just seeing these great dishes being made. I'm like, bro, I want to go try all this stuff. And now I'm just kind of, you know, when I think of like sweets and stuff, I'm always just thinking about candy or like trail mix or something. I'm just, because I implemented substitutions for it. And it's not that bad. I don't really be thinking about like eating junk food or like chips and stuff. And like I'll see it. Like the first time when I used to see it, I'd be like, don't get it, don't get it, don't eat it. And then now when I see it, I don't really even pay attention. I just look at it, just look away. Like I'm like, all right. And that's good because you know when you start giving up things and you do habits and stuff like that, or giving up bad habits, eventually you're gonna like notice how like bang, they're gonna be like, dang, before I used to be like on that all the time. And now you're like, I don't even give it a second mind. But you know, I had to get this episode sponsored and it's water, of course. But yeah, that the Frank Brown, those two things I was talking about with Lent and music, that was just randomly added in. But yeah, we're gonna get on to, oh yeah, Corey Kenshin, man. If you don't know Corey Kenshin, honestly, I don't know if you're even human. Like real talk, I don't know if you're human or not because Corey Kenshin is dang. I'm gonna have to watch this later. My YouTube is on right now. They got the Pat McAfee interview that LeBron did. But pretty much, what was I finna talk about? Oh, Corey Kenshin. Yeah, Corey Kenshin. My mind was just gone for a second. But Corey Kenshin, you know, he's been back. He says he's gonna do 100 uploads this year, 2025. He's got a manga that he's making, and apparently another project that he hasn't really talked too much about yet. But he had came back and he just did an episode yesterday, Fears of Fathom horror game. But anyways, but when he started his episode, I didn't even know these rumors existed. But he said there's rumors of him looking perverted and looking at a girl's butt. So I was like, he goes and explains himself, and it's a girl. I guess she's a TikToker, hairstylist, whatever. Black lady, I forgot her name, but she did his hair. She did a good job. But in the video, people are trying to say that he is caught staring at her butt when she walks past in front of him. Man, this dude Corey, hey, I ain't gonna lie, he was quick to put these rumors. I didn't even know these rumors existed, and I'd be on social media. It tells me, I'm in the right algorithm because I don't like drama. I don't like, gossip and stuff. So, especially lies. But Corey went and like broke the clip down. He edited the clip and like went slow by frame to show that he was already looking like down before the lady even walked past him, because when stuff goes real time, it looks like he just looked. But he went frame by frame and he was already looking in the direction that they said he was looking at. And I was like, dang, this man, he defended his name, which is crazy because these Corey Kenshin rumors, I've been watching Corey since like 8th grade. So that's probably like 8 years now, 7, 8 years. I mean, watching like a YouTuber. There has never been rumors like this before. At least not to my knowledge. I mean, this is the first time I heard this rumor. So, you know what I'm saying? But I've never heard like rumors of this like before. There's only obviously been rumors about like, oh, Corey, when he comes back from his 9-month hiatus, he gonna have a kid, or not, like he gonna announce that he has a kid or something, or he's gonna have a girlfriend, whatever. But those are just like funny, playful rumors, nothing like serious. But this one is just crazy, and I ain't gonna lie. I feel like it's the new samurai, which the samurai is his like name of his community. And it's just crazy because like the old people, the old samurai and the OGs, we would never come up with like some rumor or like excuse like this, no BS. But a lot of people these days, we're in such a big cancel culture society that like you just got to be careful what you say, and apparently even what you like do / look, because like people are gonna try to take what you did and just blow it out of proportion. And like Corey's just a very respectful man, and I know there's a lot of people that have been exposed and caught because they're like respectful people as well, but they've done like bad things, shady bad things. But he's just, I don't know, I just really can't see him doing anything really bad. He's just a very, all his YouTube videos, he talks about God pretty much, or tries to implement some type of God in life. In the end of his YouTube videos, he has a scripture. So I'm not saying that excuses him and he won't ever do anything bad, but he's a very low key guy too, and doesn't like posting himself that much. So I don't think it would be real. I don't think you could be able to find or frame him for anything like that, if that makes sense. I'm trying to word it a certain way. I don't think I'm doing a good job. But man, that stuff is just crazy to me. Like the cancel culture and like people trying to expose all the time and like make you look bad. Like, get a life. You trying to ruin other people's lives just shows like how bad your life is. But yeah, man, hopefully Corey didn't, he defended himself. So I guess there's not really too much to say about that. Man, let's get into track, man. Let's get into track. As you already know, weekly segment, we talk about track here. Me and my personal success. Yeah, we're at UCLA this week, man. I was hyped. First of all, very, very beautiful facility. I enjoy just standing there. If I didn't run that day and I was just like a fan spectating, I would have been so happy and enjoyed it. It was nice. It was so nice. I'm not gonna talk about the 4x1 because it's whatever. Also, before I get into the main events, before the 4x1, nobody was ready, and they just shot the gun, and the race started. Like people, I'm telling you, like we were just sitting there. I was second leg, so I'm sitting there. I'm literally standing, looking to the right. I don't know what I was looking at, but I was looking to the right. I hear the gun go off, and I'm like, dang, I'm not even like down and ready. And bro, everyone was just caught off guard. It was so crazy. It was dumb. But anyways, I ran the 400 here, and I did PR. My PR before this past weekend was 47.38. This weekend I was going for 46. I didn't get 46. So before y'all get y'all hopes up, I ran 47.33. So I PR'd by 0.05 seconds. But hey, it's still good. There's some things I gotta work on. Um, what's it called? My start was not good at all. Terrible start. I worked on that actually yesterday with my coach, and I'm gonna be working on it today. I got to worry about just exploding out, which is, it's very impressive because pretty much I haven't been doing nothing out of the blocks. I've been running these fast times. I ran 47 and everything, just running because I'm not getting out the blocks like, explosive or nothing. And once I get this down and I work on my block starts and get better, oh my goodness, I don't even know it. I really could run 46 something, 46 that, and then get down to the 45s. But I did what I wanted to come do. I ran 47.33. I was in the fastest heat, so that was fun too. I ran against a guy from Missoula Pacific who ran 46. And I ran against a UCLA guy. I don't know if he was, I'm pretty sure he wasn't like a main UCLA 400 runner, like one of their top guys, but he ran 46 as well. And I got third overall in the meet. I got 47.33, like I said. So that's good. I wanted to go do what I wanted to do. Obviously, I want to win and PR. But I mean, I did PR, so I guess I can't really say that. But obviously, a win would have been W2. But hey, I literally proved that I can hang with the big dogs. I got third overall at UCLA. So I was in front of some D1 schools. I got to show them what's up, show them, hey, take a chance on me, man. I'm out here running 47.3 in March, by the way. I can get down to 46. So, hey, but I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do. Me and my coaches, we've been talking. The plan is I would like to go out of state. Or I would like to go wherever school takes me and can help me succeed as an individual / athlete that I need to become. That's what I'll say. This week, also for the 4x4, before I get to this upcoming meet, for the 4x4, we PR'd by 2 seconds. We had a different lineup. One of our guys, he was hurt. So we had to substitute a freshman up in there, and he did his job. I can't lie. He did his job. We ran 3:14. So each time we run like the 18 4x4, we're PRing by 2 seconds, which is just brilliant. It's actually amazing. Now we're second in the state for the 4x4. Still first place at San Diego Mesa with 3:13. So we're barely, we're a second off, probably less than that. But I said less than that when this time is 3:13 and we're 3:14. Don't even pay me no mind. But we're right there. And we could just get everybody to run 48 splits, 47 splits, because I'm gonna get down to 46. I ain't gonna lie, we might be able to run 310 or better. And that would be amazing. If we could break sub 310, all the D1s, not I'm saying all the D1s, but there would be so many schools just looking at my 4x4 team, and that's all I want for my guys. I want them to succeed too. And we could win state, bro. We run sub 310, we're winning state. I don't care what nobody says. We're winning state. But yeah, that was this week at UCLA. Great time. I had fun. And then this week we're going to UC Irvine. So probably like 30, 45, no, probably an hour away, depending on traffic. But some of the schools I want to go to are going to be there, particularly. Actually, I'm not even going to say, but a school I would love to run at is going to be there. Unfortunately, I'm not running the 400 this week coming up. I'm doing 200, 4x4, and 4x1. But that's good because these next 2 weeks I'm going to do 200. I'm not really going to be focused on the 400 because I'm already at a good time. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to waste too many 400s. And plus, I got to work on my block starts anyway. So, but I can get that 200 time down. Right now, I'm at 21.7. I ran that 2 weeks ago. My goal this week is to get to 21.5 or better. So I think I could definitely do that, especially since I'm working on my block starts, just exploding out and getting out and moving. I could definitely get out and get good time. And plus, I can show the school that I want to go to there, hey, I can run the 200 as well. And then I'm going to be running the 4x4. So I'm showing them, hey, you need a guy on your 4x4 team next year. Call me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm really excited. This season's going well. It's going by fast. We're in March now. Pretty much March is almost over. We got like 2 months of just, hey, it's finna be gone. It's finna be flying. But yeah, really excited, man. I hope all my other triathlete friends, people that I know, hope y'all having a great season as well. You know what I'm saying? Just keep balling out and do you, man. So now, final segment for today is questions. I only got 2 this week. Well, technically one is from last week that I didn't even know I had. My fault, JR. I know you watching this. So, hey, I don't know why Instagram didn't let me see the message, but I'm gonna answer the question this week. But I just have two, and then we can end the episode off today, man. So, first, my boy Nick. By the way, Nick, he does a podcast too. I'm gonna put the link to the description to his. I don't know if it's really. I guess it's a podcast. He's just, his is nice too. Hopefully we could collab soon. Do a little episode. Hey, you can do episode on my pod, and then I go on his pod and do an episode. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all should check him out. That's a cool guy. But his question this week is: would you live in another country? If so, where would it be and why? If I were to live in another country, see, before I get into this answer, a lot of people complain about America and all the stuff that happens in America. Yada yada yada. A lot of bad stuff does happen in America, but you don't understand how privileged and blessed we are compared to other countries and like their laws and rules and stuff. That's one thing I'll say. But if I had to choose a country, I've seen a lot of black people have been moving to Japan. I do like anime. I like Japanese culture and stuff like that. I just like a lot of their culture and stuff, but I don't think I would choose Japan. I'll probably choose France. I'm part French. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'll probably choose France. The reason why, there's a couple of reasons why. So, I'll say one of the reasons now. I do want to go pro in track, and not just pro to like where I just go and run at worlds and stuff. I want to be on the national team. You know what I'm saying? I want to be one of the guys on the national team. And, if somehow Team USA stacked or something where I'm not good enough to be on Team USA, to not get a shot, if that's what I'm trying to say. There's people above me. I can't get a shot to be at the top spot of where I want to be. I would want to move to France, get my citizenship, and I'm gonna be on the French national team. They're pretty good in track, so I can go over there and do my thing on the French national team. The second reason, I love their food. French food is very good. It's very good. I love the people. Very beautiful cities, architecture. Europe in general, their structure and architecture is really nice. But yeah, France, man. And I just want to learn the culture, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of black people that are part French. I think that would be amazing for me to go. I don't know. I always envisioned growing up too. I was like, if I had to have another house somewhere, I'd have it in a different country. And for some reason, I chose France. And I was like, man, just imagine being able to just one day be like, I don't feel like living in America right now. I'm just go to France. And you're just chilling and living in France. You know what I'm saying? That sounds real cool. And then the next question, my boy JR, like I said, I missed this question, but I got you this week, man. I got you this week. He said, what has God taught you since bringing you to Cerritos? So if you don't know, Cerritos is not my first college. I went to Vanguard University my freshman year. Didn't do good well at all. I didn't do good well at all. I didn't do good at all. One second, please. My fault. I pretty much got academically disqualified from the school. I'm just saying it straight up. I didn't have good grades. I didn't even really dedicate myself to the track team like that. I ended up running 49.0 that year in track, but it's just like, although that's cool, that's great, but I literally ran that my second to last meet of the season. So it's kind of like, and it kind of, it's always going to be the regret in my mind. Like I could have ran 48 that year, probably 48, maybe luckily 47. You know what I'm saying? No, I'll probably say 48, but still, regardless, I could have did better than what I did. But I ended up transferring after so I finished my freshman year at Vanguard, and then I did half a semester there, and then I transferred to Cerritos. So I've been at Cerritos for a year and a half, getting ready to graduate. So the question is, what has God taught me since I've come to Cerritos? There's a lot of stuff that happened from my transition from leaving Vanguard to now. I've lost friends. I don't really, and not friends from Vanguard necessarily, friends from my old school, from my high school. And I had to learn who I am and learn that not everybody's for me. I can't say yes to everything. Just because people smile or I've known them for a while doesn't mean that they'll, particularly have my back forever. I've become wiser too, in the sense of not telling everyone everything and not being so open emotionally, which I'm still having to work on that emotional part. Um, but I am emotional. I can't lie. I'm a Cancer. Hey, I'm a Cancer. I'm gonna be emotional. I'm not really into that zodiac stuff, but they be saying the Cancers are emotional. And at first, I didn't agree, but it is true. I don't cry a lot, but like I find myself expressing or being excited about a lot of things that I like. Um, but I guess the main thing God has taught me is that it doesn't matter where you start, or it doesn't matter what you've done in your past. He's willing to accept me for who I am and willing to change me for the better. As long as I'm willing and able and accepting him, he's always been there with me. And sometimes, I had to go through hardships and learn certain things. And, I had to, I haven't been in a relationship in 3 years. So there's a lot that I had to learn through God. And he's like telling me like, hey, you messed up a lot. We both know this. You've sinned a lot, but I'm still here for you. I want you to be the best that you could be. You're my child. I love you. Um, he's just shown me so much mercy, and he's taught me that it's not over till it's over. He's taught me that I have a life that is destined to be great. There's greatness written on my forehead, whether that's in track, whether that's in a career field that I choose, whether that's in spreading his word and ministry. There's just greatness just surrounding me. Him, and I want to be humble about this, but I just know that there's something that he wants me to do. And I'm his tool, and I hope he uses me. I'm not going to say I hope. I know he's going to use me to do whatever he needs me to do, and it's going to be great. It's going to leave an impact on this world, and that's all I want. Positive impact, of course. But he's taught me that I can do this and I can be great, and it was never too late. And there's still a lot for me to learn and fix, but I'm glad that I'm way better off than what I used to be. I'm not saying that Vanguard was a bad school or anything, but I just wasn't locked in so much. And JR is one of those people. Justin is one of those people I met at Vanguard. He's older than me, but all my real close friends at Vanguard are older than me. Obviously, there's some in my grade and age group, but the real close ones are older. All of them are older than me. I have probably like five. Yeah, it's probably five guys that are all older than me, and they're just real cool. I love them guys. Man, they really have my back. They're like older brothers, if you really think about it, in terms of like they just took me under their wing and just, we always hang out and have fun, joking and stuff like that. Like you put all of us in a room and hang out together, we just gonna have a great time and enjoy ourselves. But yeah, that's what God taught me, just there's a community around me that's rooting for me to support me, and that I could just be great, and it's never too late to reach to what I need to reach. But yeah, man, thank y'all for the questions. Make sure y'all always tap in and leave the questions. I'm gonna start trying to do them earlier. I do it the day before, but I thought a 24-hour window would be good enough. Maybe not. Maybe I could do more, give y'all more time. But anyways, we're gonna end off this week's episode with the verse. I'm just gonna use the verse of the day today on my Bible app. Sometimes I use that, and sometimes I look up verses, but today we're gonna use the Bible app. But it comes from 1 Peter 4:8, and it says, "Above all things, have fervent charity among yourselves, for charity shall cover the multitude of sins." Anyways, y'all, thank you for tuning into this week's episode of the Twill Spill podcast. It was episode number 10. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, share with your family and friends, your dog, your cat. I don't care who you do it with, man. But I'll see y'all next week. Peace out.